Ecomclips help this brand grow bigger on Amazon in just 6 months by using strategies that I am about to explain in this video. Alright, I'm not making this up. Let me show you inside Seller Central. In this business report section, if you see this, last year in January, per day order was about 35 units. But after 6 months, it increased to 106 units per day. That's huge. And interestingly, it is increasing day by day. So how it happened? Let me walk you through the exact process we followed. And honestly, this is the same process we use for every brand we scale, especially consumables. Alright, so imagine your product is live on Amazon. We have got your listing page. That's where all your product info lives. But here is the thing, nobody is going to see that listing unless they click on your main image that shows up in search results. If your main image doesn't grab attention, no one's going to click. Now, let's move a little deeper. Right below that, we got your PPC campaigns. These are like the engine that pushes your main image out into the Amazon marketplace. Because let's be real, Amazon is now a pay-to-play platform. More than half of what people see on the first page, ads. If you are not running PPC, most people won't even see your product listing at all. So basically, your campaigns are what carry your main image into the marketplace. People scroll, they see it, and they either click or they don't. And if they do click, that's when your listing opens up. And now you have got a chance to make the sale. So here is what we want. We want as many people as possible to see our main image. And from those who see it, we want as many clicks as possible. That's the foundation of all. Now, all day long, our campaigns are doing the work. They are pushing our main images and listing into the Amazon marketplace. People are seeing them. Some are clicks, some are ignoring, some click but end up on the competitor's listing instead. And of course, we are stealing traffic from them too. It goes both ways. Basically, there are a lot of activities happening all the time. And all of that, every click, views or purchase, it creates data. We collect that data in a few ways, from your search term reports, from brand analytics like search query performance reports. Now, here is where things get interesting. We take that data and we turn it into action. We don't just look at it and move on. We actually use those insights to tweak and improve the campaigns. That might mean changing beats, adjusting budgets, updating targeting, adding or removing keywords, trying different ad types and creatives. So the idea is we are consistently making small changes to help our campaigns run linear, smarter, and more effectively. Getting our main images in front of the right people at the right time for the right cost. But here is the real secret. Everything I have talked about so far, all the campaigns, management stuff, that only half of the picture. Yup, just 50%. The other half happens above the campaigns. We take that same data, the search term reports, brand analytics, and ads console, and we use those insights to improve the listing and thumbnail themselves. Same process, just different focus. We look at what the data tells us and then we make actual changes to the content. Alright, so once we got those insights from the data, we don't just keep them in a spreadsheet or dashboard. We actually act on them by making real changes to our main images and listings. And here is the key thing. These changes need to be material, not minor tweaks. They need actually reflect what the data is telling us. Now I know this might sound simple, maybe even obvious, but truth is almost nobody does it. And honestly, this is the secret sauce. This exact process is what helped us grow over 100 brands. This is the real behind the scenes. This is how those big 8-figure and 9-figure Amazon brands are built. So what exactly makes this process so powerful? It's not just about improving your PPC campaign. This part is good, but it's only half of the game. The real growth comes when you also use your ad data to optimize your thumbnail and listing, to make them hyper-relevant to the actual searchers and shoppers segment you are targeting. And those changes, they can be things like split test your main image, updating your secondary images, tweaking A+ content, refreshing your brand story, changing your title or bullet points. Now most sellers already know these things matter. But most of them aren't using actual ad data to drive those changes. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say I am selling a wooden phone holder. And I noticed through my ad reports that I am getting decent click from people searching for desktop wooden phone holder, but way fewer clicks from people searching travel wooden phone holder, even though my product works for both use cases. That tells me something. People searching travel don't see my thumbnail as travel friendly. So what do? Well, we could split test a new primary image that shows it being used while traveling, and adjust our title, maybe a word or two that speaks to travel, or maybe just shift the focus in the images slightly to show profitability. And I know, once people actually click into my listing, they buy. So the only problem is they're not clicking in the first place. And this kind of insight, you can only get it if you are really digging into ad data, pulling those insights and actually applying them to your listing. And that's how you don't just grow a brand on Amazon, you grow it profitably, because you are getting more click from the same traffic and more conversions from the same audience. So while we are optimizing PPC campaign at the bottom of the funnel, we are also making our product more appealing and relevant at the top. This is the formula, the secret of scaling Amazon brands profitably in 2025. This is how the biggest success stories are created. So if you want your brand to grow faster, we Ecomclips can help you with that. Just mail us at info@ecomclips.com and we'll get back to you ASAP. Also, we offer a free audit of your listing, so don't miss this chance. Hey, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.